Hey guys, how's it going? This is just going to be a really fast look at Transformers Generations Skywarp, as we've already seen this mold 2 other times, so this is, like I said, this is just going to be real quick. But just before I get started on this a little bit, I wanted to talk about the situation I had with this room being flooded. I got it about maybe 80% where I needed to be as far as where my collection and everything else in the room is located, so as soon as I get that done, I will make another walkthrough video just so you guys can see the new layout of the room. It's just not quite ready to go yet. Anyway, as you can see, Skywarp just comes on a standard carded back, just like all the other recent Generations figures. He comes with his own comic book. There he is in robot mode and his weapons. On the rear, of course, real standard stuff, tech specs, 2 product shots, bio. That's it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I'm going to get him out of the box, and we're going to see what he's like. Okay guys, before I dive into Skywarp's vehicle mode, I just want to say a few words about the comic book that he comes with. I always do that in these reviews with the ones that come with the comics. Anyway, I think this is part of Dark Cybertron. I'm not really up on the comics, so I don't really know. As you can see, there he is on the cover, starting to do his little teleportation gimmick. And some of the complaints about these comics is sometimes they don't really heavily feature the characters they're packaged with, and this one really doesn't feature Skywarp at all. He's only in like 2 panels in this comic, and he has no dialogue or characterization whatsoever. So, yeah, I'd definitely say it's a valid complaint with this one. Anyway, enough about the comic. Let's go ahead and talk about the actual toy now. As you can see, I got him lined up here with his good buddies, Starscream and Thundercracker. And what I did is you can actually mount the weapons in vehicle mode 3 different ways. And this is true, obviously, on all 3 of these figures. We've got them, I actually kind of have them mounted there on Starscream's legs, just to illustrate that. This one doesn't look very good. I just did it just, really just for the heck of it. You can mount them basically on their arms with their arms folded up in vehicle mode, and the gun will basically go on the very bottom of the figure. Not the best looking thing, but it's something you can do, I suppose, if you really want to. And then, of course, the traditional on the wing placement, which is pretty much what we're used to with the Seekers. Like I said, I know you've seen this mold before. I like the coloring on this one fairly well. I think, honestly, though, Thundercracker's probably the best colored in vehicle mode, but I do like the way Skywarp looks in this vehicle mode as well. It's pretty good, real nice. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the vehicle mode. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, get these guys transformed, and we'll talk about robot mode. Okay, here I have Skywarp transformed and into his robot mode. And I got him with his other 2 compatriots because I'm trying to illustrate what it looks like each of the 3 ways he can hold his guns in this mode. Starting with Starscream on the left here, we've got Starscream just holding the guns in his hands, pretty much like you'd expect. In the center, of course, we have Skywarp holding the guns on his forearms, which is, of course, the most traditional way for the Seekers, having them attached to the arms. And lastly, we've got Thundercracker here, holding the 2 guns that they can combine into just one larger gun. And the cool thing about it is it's got a neat little turning gimmick. You turn it, and it rotates both barrels. That's pretty neat. Very imposing looking. As far as out of the 3 molds, I actually do have to say I like the way I actually think Skywarp looks the best in robot mode due to his coloring. It's a really nice contrast of the black and purple there. It makes him really pop, gives him real good contrast. We'll go ahead and just do a quick 360 of him. Looking real nice from all angles. As far as articulation goes, he, of course, is identical to the other 2. He bends there at the knee. Legs on a ball joint, so all directions for his top of his leg, of course, rotates. No waist articulation. Shoulder rotates in and out at the shoulder. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel, and his head rotates. So obviously fairly well posable. Real nice figure. Now, would I recommend that you get them? Well, that depends. If you got these other two guys, absolutely I'd recommend you get them. Or if you don't have any of the molds, still get them. I think it's a pretty good mold and real good coloring, so he's definitely a pickup. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.